Up from the side of the cottage, there's the workshop. There you go to the left of the workshop, and there's the door. The door is through the gate and up the track here, and that's Graham's workshop there. And so you go past that. Just approaching the door of the little birch wood, Beth the birch, and the host here is going to be Adrian Diamond, and I'm with Graham as well. There's Graham running to the door.
An old farmer called John Joe Harrison, who was very, very well respected in the area. Everybody has stories about John Joe. So I don't know why we kept it. I mean, we replaced all the windows in the front door and built an extension to the door.
I think it leaves us to go up to the door, get the phone number, and see what the story is. That's John Joe's front door.
So that people would come in
and see it.
And actually
Yeah,
write the story about this place.
Trying to get the door in the background there. Just listen to the phone message there from Adrian Diamond, and the lovely lad with us, Graham Robertson, who's, I gather, from Perthshire. And whilst I was listening and making the recording, he is doing some grand storytelling with Claire there, and so I'll probably get some of the stories as well.
What an angle!
Yes.
Stick out Sanders, and so we mix a lot of things.
Look at that.
But it's in a terrible state of repair. So that's all got to be pulled out of the round. That was my design. And you see this pile of
This cottage going back way back into the 19th century. Look at the wonderful work they've done. Incredible. So what Adrian was telling us about was certainly about the land, but she went into the nature, the plants, the landscape, the trees. Very much has a passion for what grows here and the wildlife and what is natural. They've been here for 13 years when they got the cottage, and they said whatever they're doing is quite slow. So after talking about the landscape, Adrian then talks about the history of the cottage that they're in and the work they've been doing, what they've been discovering about the cottage, about how it was built, and various developments that have been made from that. It's very, very interesting because no one else at the doors have been to so far has gone to such detail. Now that's not the cottage, that's the workshop I showed earlier. Graham and Claire's going down to the cottage, so I'll go down to the cottage and give you a bit of background on that shortly. Quite a bit of history beyond Graham and Adrian and the work they've done on the cottage. Some fantastic history of the people that were here, people that lived here. I showed that door behind, John's door. Very hard-working foresters, so there's some story about that. The cottage that they got here, it was once a safe house during the War of Independence, so there's a bit of storytelling around that. I can't think of anything else to tell you that was told here. Again, just come out here. Wonderful hospitality, if they're around. Wonderful hospitality from Graham and from Adrian, and so you get some extra storytelling in addition and different to what's on the door message when you call. So this is my 15th door that I've been to, very different yet again from the other 14. Well worth coming and listening to the stories, because I've told you very little, because Adrian does get into a lot of storytelling with this one. Now Adrian has come to meet us, so there'll be more wee stories as well. One thing I almost forgot to mention in the message there is Adrian gave a kind of brief but very good introduction to the hills around here and how the women took the cattle up, the transhumants. They used to put the cattle up there and milk them and get the butter, like what I talk about on Nature Echoes sometimes. So there was some bullying that went on around here as well, and Adrian talks about that.